Bo, ideas in the realm of Gematria from the Parsha for the Geulah, which means for the redemption. Geulah means redemption in Hebrew. This is Article 15 because the Parsha of Bo is the 15th Parsha in the cycle of Torah readings. In this series of ideas in the realm of Gematria from the Parsha, this is the very first time that the same Gematria number occurred 2 weeks in a row. Last week the number was 208, as you might recall. If the number 208 has a voice, then 208 has been calling out loudly to us both last week and this week. This could be because of its powerful connection to the redemption story, starting with the Exodus story in these recent Parshas and carrying on until the end of days with the final redemption and the coming of Mashiach. 208 is the numerical value of the name Yitzchak, Isaac. Yitzchak in Hebrew equals 208. And our sages of blessed memory mention a connection of counting from the time of Isaac's birth to the time of the enslavement and exodus of the Israelites from Egypt. 208 is the numerical value of the name Pinchas, spelled with a yud. Pinchas equals 208, and Pinchas, which the sages connect with Elijah, and symbolically, and some say literally, but generally symbolically say, Pinchas zu Eliyahu. Pinchas is Elijah. And we know that Elijah is a key figure in the heralding of the Messiah. In fact, Eliyahu equals 52, and 4 times 52 is 208. Yitzchak, which is equal to 208, has a special connection to this Parsha when it comes to the 8th of the 10 plagues, which is mentioned in the beginning of this Parsha, the plague of locusts or grasshoppers. In Hebrew, these creatures are referred to as arbeh, which has a numerical value of, you guessed it, 208. There is a special connection to the number 8 here, in that there is a unique mention of Yitzchak, Isaac, in the 8th Torah portion, which is the Parsha of Vayishlach. It is in the 8th Torah portion of Vayishlach that the Torah mentions the passing of Isaac. The verse says, the days of Isaac were 180 years, and Isaac expired and died, and was gathered into his people, old and sated with days, and his sons, Esau and Jacob, buried him, Genesis 35, 28 and 29, which is in the portion of Vayishlach. So there's a connection. Yitzchak is 208. The 8th plague, which is the first plague mentioned in our Parsha, is Arbel, which equals 208. And Yitzchak's passing, which is a unique mentioning of Yitzchak, of Isaac, is mentioned in the 8th Parsha. But what is the connection between Arbeh, grasshoppers, and Isaac, you might ask? What connects Yitzchak to the name Arbeh? Of course, they equal 208, but what's more? How about something more than that? Well, there is something more than that. What connects Yitzchak to the name of locusts, Arbeh, is both having, of course, 208. It's literally the same word as the blessing that God gives to Abraham, of course, by extension, Isaac, in the portion of the Akedah of Isaac, of Yitzchak, the binding of Isaac, when it says in the verse, Ki barech avrechecha ve'harbeh arbeh. That word arbeh, harbeh arbeh et zaracha kichokvei hashemayim v'chachol asher al sfat hayam v'yar zaracha et shar oivav. That I will surely bless you, and I will greatly multiply. That word arbeh is the same word as locusts, arbeh, spelled the same way. Your seed, I will multiply your seed as the stars of the heavens, and as a sand on a seashore, and your descendants will inherit the cities of their enemies. Genesis 22:17. Shabbat Shalom. Have a great Shabbos.